Hey everybody! I did a teaser a little while ago about some cool projects I was going to be working on. I have actually completed them, and I'm just going to give you a quick run over on how they're done if you wanted to do them for yourself. So what we have here are conference lanyards. So when you go to a conference, quite often you have to wear a name tag, and that's what these little doodads are for, is they're for holding your name tag. They're a little bit fancier than the woven printed lanyards that you get, like say from the conference. And these ones are actually made for conference committee, so that kind of lets them distinguish themselves from the rest of the conference goers. So basically what they are, I've got them all kind of folded over here, but they have a magnetic clasp, which is, you can buy at any craft store that sells jewelry making supplies. So basically it just comes apart, and the whole idea is that if you were to get your lanyard hooked on something, it would just pop apart and not strangle you, which is always good. And on the other end, there is a badge clip. So this is a little clip, just like an alligator clip, but it has kind of a hooked end, and that's meant to just grab onto those name tags with the little hole in them. Those are also available at craft stores. I actually bought these ones on Amazon because the Michaels I went to didn't have them. These are all easily available on Amazon. All right, so they're about, I think they're about 18 inches long, maybe 2 feet. That is really up to you. That just happens to be a decent length that we have used before. And then, so what I did was just used a combination of beads in a lot of different sizes. So like this one here is wood, and this one here is sort of like those bracelet charms, kind of like the Pandora type bracelets, but I just bought a whole pack, and so that meant that I had enough for decoration of each one. I actually used 3 on each one. One at the bottom, because there's a section at the bottom, this much at the bottom, that's joined together, and then it splits apart. And these, so that's how your badge would hang on your lanyard. And then I just went up with, these are just seed beads and bugle beads, and then some other different types with wood ones mixed in. They've all kind of got a similar theme going on. They've all got these white check crystal beads and the wood, and then these large beads as well. So yeah, they take a little while to do just because they are stringing a lot of beads. I used just some 40-pound test waxed fishing line. This is braided stuff. It lasts a little bit longer than monofilament fishing line. It can be kind of a pain in the rear end to cut and to string beads onto because it does like to kind of shred instead of cutting cleanly. But yeah, it was a fun project. Very, very nice and creative. I really enjoyed doing it. And that's kind of what I came up with. They turned out really awesome. I'm really happy with them. And yeah, if you go to conferences, I would say necessarily not to use these, like say if you work in a medical profession or something like that and you wear a name tag all the time. I don't think these are quite tough enough. I think that after a certain amount of use, they would, the fishing line would disintegrate. There is kind of a sharp edge right here on the swivel buckle, and I think that if you were going to be wearing it for long term, you'd have to do something different there. I've just got it kind of looped around, but you'd have to do something different there so that it couldn't wear the fishing line, because I think it would wear and come off. But if you go to a conference a couple times a year, they're really fun and they look really pretty, and they stand out from the average conference badge lanyard. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel where I do lots of other different crafting kind of stuff. Have a great day.